Okay, so we're gonna start with the equipment. So on our trips, we usually bring a bear canister because we've gone places that don't always have a tree to hang food from. But if you want to bring a bear bag with a rope, you can also hang it from a tree. Just check your area, what bears might be around, and what the regulations are. We also bring our pot that has some bowls in it, but we also store utensils in there. Sometimes we store some food in there just to kind of keep space. This is our stove, believe it or not, in this little bag. Our flint to light the stove, and the propane. As far as our water filtration system, on this trip we're going to use the Sawyer filtration. So you just fill the bags up, screw the filter on, and just filter it right into your bottle. Super easy. You can also take iodine tablets, iodine drops. We have a life straw. I mean, there's a bunch of different options as far as water filtration goes, but that's what we're going to take for this trip. Now, to start with breakfast, we always keep it simple with oatmeal. So I have these, on this specific trip, there's gonna be 6 of us. So I went ahead and portioned the oatmeal in 1 cup portions. And since we're going to Arkansas, it's gonna be a little warm. So we're gonna actually do overnight oats instead of cooking them in the morning. And that's just my preference. So we're gonna put these in the bowls, fill it with water, some peanut butter, some honey, and some dried fruit if you want dried fruit in it, and you just let it sit overnight in the bear canister and you can eat it the next morning. Or you can heat up water and do hot oats if that's what you want. For lunch, we have a variety of things that are easy to eat on the trail or on a break. So since we are in the era of COVID, I bought a bunch of individually packaged items. So you may notice a lot of plastic. I don't normally get this much plastic or this many individually packaged items, but for this trip, especially with 6 people going and we're trying to be smart and safe, I got a whole lot of individually packaged stuff. So I got the little fruit and veggie pouches because they are pretty easy to eat on the trail, quick sugars. I also got some beef jerky. Whatever jerky you prefer is great. I got 2 different kinds of trail mix. One with M&Ms, one without, because some people don't like the ones with M&Ms. Not sure who those people are, but I'm sure they exist. I also got Kind bars. I got the mini ones. You can get normal sized ones if you want. These are just really easy to pack. And I got RX bars. So all these are great for calories, fat, carbs, protein, sugars, all that good stuff. I got about 2 of each per person per day. So that was kind of my ratio, because you don't want to overpack, but you also don't want to underpack and be left without food. That's like the worst thing you can do on a backpacking trip because you're burning so many calories the whole time. I also got apples. I got 1 apple per person per day. These pack pretty well. They do bruise, so you can't be too picky. You could do bananas or oranges, but I don't like having to pack out the rind, so I try to bring something that I can eat the whole thing and not have to worry about packing anything out. So we eat the apples breakfast, lunch, or dinner, kind of whenever you're hungry. Now, as far as dinner, we like to cook something fun. So we got canned chicken. You can also get bagged chicken from Walmart. We got a bag of instant rice, so you can add this in the pot while it's cooking, and all this just needs to be heated up real fast. It doesn't have to take a long time to cook. You don't even have to boil water for it. You can also get instant beans, instant mashed potatoes, anything else you want to throw in there and just make a big pot of yum. And then I also cut up some cheese. And you can cut the cheese up and melt it in there. You can eat it by the slice. You can do whatever you like. And honestly, cheese lasts for a couple of days in your pack. So it's really not gonna be unsafe to bring cheese. I also brought a tub of butter. This is a lot. I'm probably gonna cut it up before we leave. But you can add butter in there to add a little bit of fat, a little bit of calories. And then I have the wonderful tortillas down here. These were a lot bigger than I thought when I bought them, but we're gonna make them work. So you can either make a burrito with all your chicken deliciousness, you can eat it with a spoon, you can eat the tortillas at lunchtime, really whenever you prefer. So that's kind of what I got food-wise for 6 people. And I have portioned it all out, individual meals for everything. And then you got your spices, can't forget your spices or everything gets nasty. So I got my garlic powder, pepper, and salt, and then my honey, and then my husband's probably gonna bring a tube of Tabasco. If you have anything else that you prefer, you can also take that, but just buy these little containers and you can take whatever you want. Whenever I go on a longer trip, I'll have a whole bag of spices. I don't care if it takes up space. I want everything to taste good. So that's kind of what I bring on a trip. Let me know if you have any questions and I can try to answer them. Y'all have fun, go explore.